Yo, chat, how we doing, man? Welcome back to the streams. Good morning. Happy Friday. What's up, chat? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we all doing today? Welcome back to the streams. Come say hi if you're here. Pull up. Let me know who's here in chat. What's good, Ona? Who else is about? What's good, chat? What's good? What's good, Malenko? Fallow, what's good? Discipline, tung tung so. Okay. 1 second, chat. Let me load up here. How are we doing there? I'm excited, man. So it should be a good day today, I can't lie. Wait, where are we? Where are we? Cool. Chat, what's good? Pull up right now. Yeah, exactly. That's the mood right here. What's good, Jay? Joe, what's good as well? Chat, it should be a good day today, man. I'm excited for it. I think we have a lot of potential here, personally. A lot of opportunity to grab some positions here. Gold's been pushing up all morning. Very, very interesting one here, I can't lie. So let's take a look at what's actually playing out here. Let's do our analysis. And then we can jump into it, right? So essentially, weekly time frame is still pushing up here, re-breaking its own highs yesterday. As well as that, you did come up and grab a top wick, like I said, for the previous weekly. Current daily, actually previous daily, sorry, closed bearish. So that's something to look at as well. However, if you can see right here, we did tap into some levels that we've previously had here, some rejection areas, and we are starting to push back up from that as well. If you look at the 4 hour, it all becomes a little bit clearer though. So you can see on the 4 hour, we pretty much have a range between 33.44 and down here, where was it? At this one? Yeah, right here, right around here at 32.81, sorry. So this is like our range that we've been sort of pumping in between here. You came to the bottom side of the range, started to push back up. So let's see what we do here for the rest of the day. If you can start to close above these areas, I do believe you should see an expansion up and towards the top of the range. But yeah, let's drop to the 1 hour here. And again, you can see sort of a similar thing being printed here. So you do have a level again, 33.40, which is actually quite a strong area here for gold. Actually, let's just lift it up a little bit. Yeah, 33.44. So the same area as the 4 hour, really. As well as that, you do have a level here that we have just closed above, 33.21. So realistically, every time you do close above here, you do fill up towards 33.40 as a minimum. After that, if you do close above there, we're looking at sort of at least 33.67. And if you do close back below, you've got room all the way back down towards at least like 32.90, I would say. Yeah, at least. So chat, this is sort of the analysis I'm looking at here. You have closed above this level right now. What I would like to see though is like a retracement back into 33.21 here before we can take our buys to the upside. You have grabbed the bottom wick here, which is decent, don't get me wrong. But for me, I think I'd rather have that position from the bottom of the range upwards rather than where we are right now. Just because first of all, stops are going to be quite large. Secondly, I do believe you're going to need to grab that liquidity anyway. So what I'm going to wait for here now, chat, is something very simple, which is just a simple break and retest. Wait for a tap back into this level, and then we can take the buys off a continuation upwards like that, right? That's exactly what I'm going to look for here today, chat. And yeah, man, hopefully we can grab a nice little position here. Let's see. And yeah, let's get into it. But hopefully you guys are good, chat. How's your guys' week been so far? Hopefully you're in profit as well. What's good, Noodle Holtz? What's good, D as well? Jed, what's good, brother? I'm in EU longs right now. EU, you know. Risk 375 up 1500. Whoa. Close that shit. If you got a 4-to-1 risk to reward already, that's crazy. Congrats. I would have closed out at 1-to-1 most likely, so GG's. Chat, yesterday I caught a fucking screamer position on futures though, like a really, really nice position here. Where was it? I caught... Oh yeah, I caught buys here. So I had buys on the wick of this 15-minute. Stop below here, and then I closed out full at like 140, so like a 1 to 1.5. Obviously it ran a little bit higher, but I was like, fuck it, let me take that. Absolutely crazy position. But yeah. Anyway, we could have done the same thing over and over. I wanted to take it again here, but I was done for the day already. But like, you could have taken it here. You could have taken it again, I guess, here as well, and here. Every time it would have run up, but can't get greedy, right? So the 15 minutes about to close here, chat. You're closing like pretty much doji. D, how close are you to a payout on those funded accounts? Or did you get a payout? I can't remember. Chat, every time you do close above here, to be fair, you have had a pretty clear run to the upside here. To the same entry with TTE. Ah. Okay. Yeah, similar concepts, I think. Still waiting for my tax declaration thing from Germany. Fuck Germany, honestly. Such a bureaucratic government. If I don't do it, I'll end up next to Shakira in prison. Is Shakira in prison? Is that a thing? Crazy. Yeah, chat, this looks interesting. I don't really want to take buys in the middle of the range. She was caught doing tax evasion? Okay. Yeah, I'm not too eager about taking buys right in the middle of this range, to be honest. Also, we have like pretty much just ripped straight up here this morning with no real pullback. So like, I would like to see some structure being made first before we do that. I'd love to see a tap back into 33.21, especially when the volume starts to come in. Hopefully we can look to grab that as well. And then we can take something, it's gonna be a lot nicer. You can take something like off a little rejection off of here. Stops below like some areas here, TP up towards the top of the range. It's way nicer than taking it in the middle of the range. Because if you take it here, right, first of all, you've got to survive liquidity grabs. So your stops have got to be like somewhere down here. TP is gonna be at the top of the range. But also now your entry is nowhere near as good. It's just not really worth it for me, to be honest. I'm absolutely not saying this won't run because I think it still completely could, right? But I would rather let it go now that we're in the middle of the range. Oh, I need to open Ninja Trader, one sec. It's really weird as well, 15-minute no bottom wick here. Might just want to slowly, it might be one of those days, chat, where we just slowly grind upwards, right? Those days are really, really difficult to trade though. So you have to remember that. It's a little bit difficult to trade those days. That's why you need to wait for pullbacks, you need to wait for liquidity, you actually need to wait for volume as well, because it's kind of like a low volume indication. Basically just means that we're just like slowly grabbing orders to the upside. It's literally it. It doesn't really mean we're super bullish or anything. So I'd much rather have, fucking hell, how many pop-ups? I'd much rather have a pullback into a level, take buys off of that than anything else. Feels like I'm starting up my old Windows 98 computer with Ninja Trader, I swear. Chat, it's been a long week though, I feel like. It's been a long week. I don't know, I could be wrong. Are you guys all in profit for the week? In fact, where the fuck is everyone? Is everyone wiped out by the time it's Friday? What's good, Goldie? How you doing, man? Did you change your name? I swear you had a different name on YouTube. What's good though, brother? Congrats on the FDMO funding. So big W. W's in the chat. I've never ever said W's in the chat. What's good, Nell, as well? How you doing, brother? What's good, what's good, what's good? Chat, is there any news today? There's not, right? Was it a no news week? Or is there news today? To be honest, I'm thinking about just trading London session and then calling it a day. No news as well. Getting cooked as usual. Tough. There's an orange folder at, what is that, 3 p.m. UK time? Yeah. But new home sales, not too much to worry about. It's just another channel. All good, all good. Yesterday was the only news of the week. Was there news yesterday? Oh, there was news yesterday. Shit, when did I take that trade? Nah, okay, it wasn't during news. I completely forgot there was news yesterday. Yeah, we desperately need a pullback. Very true. Yo, new here, been subscribed for a while. Got destroyed yesterday looking for buys. Yesterday was an interesting day. I think buys were the right call yesterday. You just had to take them from the right point. Like I took buys from the bottom of this range. Yesterday we just ranged, to be honest. Like if you look at price action from yesterday, you literally just ended up going from this point. In fact, yeah, you ended up going from this point to this point in between this range here. So if you wanted positions, realistically, yesterday, the only thing you could have done was buys from the bottom of the range, or you could have done sells from the top of the range. But personally, I don't see any reason to be selling gold at the minute. So yeah, I think buys were definitely not a bad idea. It's just about where you sort of can catch them from. But it's all right, man. Sometimes it happens. I got cooked last week as well, so look back at the L and I may as well have gone casino. Ah, bro. It's one of them ones. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It happens. Like sometimes you make mistakes, but as long as you learn from it, it's the most important thing, right? I always say in trading, it's very important to learn each lesson once. So you can make every single mistake one time, but you should learn from each mistake that you make. And you shouldn't be making it more than once or twice. Should I do a water drinking ASMR? Fuck that. This big movement is good because it will give us clean range. This is true. But also, I do believe we have clean range anyway. I hit my 8RR trade on EU just now. Eight RR, it's fucking crazy. Oh, okay. Bro, what happened? I swear EURUSD used to be the most boring pair in the world. What'd you take then for 8RR? You must have taken some shit like this, bro. Even that's only 6. Was it on the 1 minute? Bro took some shit like this. Can't post it in the profits channel? Post it in trading floor. You took this, I guarantee. Tap into this level, stops below here. That's about an 8 to 1. That's insane. Can you link your Discord? Yeah, of course, bro. You can just do ! Discord. I mean, I just did it, so it's gonna send the link in 1 second. I took that, crazy. It's a huge trade, bro. $30 minute closing here in about 6 minutes, chat. You do have clean traffic upwards here. I just really expected us to grab liquidity at some point. There aren't any channels I can message in for some reason. What? What's your Discord name? That's so weird. Oh, it's because you're not verified. It's because you're not verified. I don't know why. I just verified you though. Yeah. You got to verify when you join the Discord. I mean, I don't know how the fuck you've been so far. I've been in the Discord that long without. But yeah, look, when you go to the Discord, when you join it, chat, this is for everyone, right? When you join the Discord, you got to make sure that you go over and click this little trading button here, and then you're verified. Yeah. I don't know why that is, bro. That's strange. Bro, you took that on Top Step? That's fucking crazy. Did you hit take profit on that, or is it still running? Or have you closed? Oh yeah, hit TP. Whoa. On the Top Step live account, that's huge. It's a huge trade, bro. Congrats, man. I love to see that shit, man. That makes me happy. That's huge, bro. That passed me another 100K? W. Bro, and to think you joined when we were doing the crypto shit as well. You weren't even trading at that point. That's insane. That is truly crazy. See, that's the power chat of like locking in. You put me on trading? Yeah, huge. I'm gonna start taking commission though, yeah? I get affiliate commission from your trading profits for life now. 10% of all of it. I'll give you my bank details later, yeah? Good shit. All right, 30 minutes. Closing here in about 3 minutes, chat. 3 minutes till the closure. If it closes like this, to be fair, that's a decent closure, I can't lie. The 15 minute, I feel like still needs to make a bottom wick. But I would love to see like a retest into this level. Last week made bands with identical shorts on Tuesday and Wednesday. Pissed I've donated a bunch of the profits back to the market. Hey, think of it as a learning expense, right? Think of it like you just paid for a course. Like that's literally, sometimes that's how the market treats you. You get cooked so much, it's like you paid for a course, but if you learn a lesson from it, then it's valuable. It's a valuable donation, right? Yeah, look. I had the exact same thing last week, brother. I know exactly how you feel because I didn't even take a trade, but I lost like 10K on my Apex accounts because I accidentally left an order open overnight without realizing, right? And you can imagine how frustrating that is too, from being so massively in profit, donating money back to the market without even taking a trade. Like, fair enough if I took a wrong trade or FOMO'd or did whatever. But look, like, there's no point in dwelling on it. It's done now. You have to move on. Like, there's realistically nothing else you can do. Like, if you see here, like, look, I had no losing days. I had literally no losing days. Actually, I had one, which was minus 99, which is 0.2%. And then I left this order open for minus 500. And then the next day, just took a regular loss. So like I was down 10K, but the rest of this week we've spent recovering it, you know. Yesterday 264, no, yesterday 175, 264 before that. Just slow and steady, right? You don't have to recover it all at once, but it's just one of the things you have to do, man. So it's like, bro, these losses are a part of trading. But the thing is, exactly like I was telling you, right? You have to learn a lesson from them. So from that mistake where I left that order open, I then went and bought a copy trader with NinjaTrader because I was like, there's no way that I'm letting this shit happen again where I trade on Tradeovate and leave an order open. So again, I had to go ahead and make a change. Obviously, you don't have to go and do that, but let's say you FOMO'd or you made a mistake because of a certain reason. You then have to go ahead and figure out why the fuck you did that and then change it. As long as you're adjusting from your errors, there's no problem in making them, right? Mistakes are gonna happen. No one's ever gonna be perfect. There's fucking traders at hedge funds that accidentally fill the... Just got an ad as you started explaining, my bad. You can just rewind it a little bit. But there's traders at... What I was saying is basically... There's traders at hedge funds that still fucking execute the wrong way. I heard a story about a trader at a massive hedge fund buying instead of selling once. This shit just happens, right? It's crazy, but it just happens. Chat, this is super interesting here. My girl's dad is a hedge fund manager, using me as liquidity. Holy shit, bro. Go get some insider info ASAP. Report back to stream. Go get some inside info, report back to stream as soon as possible. Tell us what the next big play is. We'll go full margin. One of my boys from uni is a trader at a hedge fund. I've already tried. He didn't give me. Yeah, of course not, bro. There's no way they give you anything. Because it's actually prison time, I think. I think insider trading is a criminal offense. I think you can go to prison for it. Is it criminal or civil? I know in the US it's criminal. Wait. UK. Yeah, you can go to prison for it. Up to 7 years. I can't lie. If I was in a hedge fund, I'd be doing that shit though. Like, why not? I'm pretty sure they all do it anyway. Chat, you grab some liquidity here. I don't really trust this. I feel like we really need to come down and grab liquidity here. 15 looks good for a buy. Yeah, so does the 30. Short to minute 15 demand at 21. Mr. Supply and demand right here. 1 hour supply rejecting daily trend. Well, if you're speaking Chinese to me right now, bro. How much do you think one should make to live from trading monthly? It depends what your expenses are, brother. If you can easily cover your expenses, you got it, right? Trent, can you explain futures gold contract sizing? Yeah, well, thought you don't stream Fridays unless I'm tripping? Bro, I've streamed Fridays always. Still in high school, so my expenses... You're still in high school. Whoa, that's a W, bro. That's crazy. Well then, just, bro, honestly... Literally just fucking stack money. Like, if you're still in high school, stay the fuck at your parents' house. I made 2 videos on this last week on Instagram. Stay the fuck at your parents' house. Get a job as well. And just literally by the time you're like 20... You'll have like, or by the time you're like 21, whatever, you'll have so much money, you won't even know what the fuck to do with it. Bro, you look 20 at best? Me? Nah, I'm a little bit older than that. I'm 36. I've been doing this for about 16 years. Bro's divorced with 3 kids. Just trying to see what happens here. Every time we close above, where do we go? Is this the line I just drew? 5-minute no bottom wick. Wait, I'm locked in here. Give me a second. I'll answer your question in 1 sec. Just give me 1 second. I think I want to see more liquidity being grabbed. I'd love to see like a tap into 21 here. Goes along with Blandy's analysis, right? But I would love to see a tap into there. I think you failed to break this high here as well after trying so many times. Buys do look really tempting on the 30, right? It looks really nice, but I genuinely... Firstly, I have some intuition here telling me we come lower, which I always... Or recently, I've been starting to listen to my intuition a lot more. It gets you fucking paid, honestly. Secondly, you have rejected from this area in the past. Like, you have a rejection here, and what did you do? You came back into 21, and then you were ripped all the way up. So I'm thinking... Tap into the 21. We see a continuation up. So late in the States right now. Wait, are you in the States or are you in fucking Germany? Which one? They're confused. I'm half German, half American. Moved to the States about a month ago. So wait, why are you getting your German tax in? Can't you just open an LLC in America and get your payout through there? It's gonna be way more tax efficient. I'm in sales. All right, Mr. Cobra. We got Andrew Tate in the fucking chat right here. $30-minute coming towards a flip here, chat. Go back to Germany, bro. What's good, calm? Grew up in Germany and still don't have any American documents. Okay, I hear it. Whereabouts in Germany? All right, wait. I was persuaded to move in with my ex instead of stacking money. Yeah, big mistake. There's nothing wrong with moving in with a girl, right? But if it's gonna like bankrupt you, then you're gonna end up hating each other, and it's never gonna be good for the thing. The thing? I mean, life. 50 minutes printing barcode. Yeah, I don't trust this. 2 hours away from Cologne. Okay. That's Yeah. My girl's from Düsseldorf, so I know those areas. I know those ends. Buy stuff on the 30 flip. I don't trust it. Not yet, at least. We need some more things to form. Close to each other then? Yes, sir. I've been there lots of times. I've been to Germany probably like 50 times. Also, my girl's parents don't speak English. They only speak German, so I'm pretty much fluent in German now as well. Not pretty much. Like, I'm getting there. Like, give me a month or two. Give me a month or two, I'll be there. I reckon. But like, I can speak to them pretty much fluently, so that's all I care about. Goodness gracious, only German. German and Russian, bro. I'm not learning Russian. That's all they speak, but I'm not learning Russian. It's too fucking hard. That's got to be the hardest language on the planet to learn. Or like one of them. Shit's so difficult. Speak something, no way. Not on stream. Chat, drop a like as well if you haven't already. Look at this 30, man. This looks so tempting. Maybe it does want to flip. What we can wait for as well is we can... Oh, there's the flip. Is it gonna rip? Bars. I want to maybe wait for like a 5-minute closure above this level here, just to confirm that we actually are continuing with some bullish structure here. If you get that, then we can jump in the position, right? I don't like the fact it's like somewhat struggling here. See, look, now you reflipped, started to reject. Not start to reject, but you're just struggling a little bit. See? That's called that trader's intuition, baby. Chat, look at that shit. This 5 flips as well. You might come a lot further down. I remember you saying last year you might do a meetup or something with a few of your community members in 2025. Yeah, I really want to, bro. I really want to. At some point. I need to organize it, to be fair. I'd love to do it out here, to be honest. I also need to get to America at some point. Like, I need to come to America at some point. There's so many people that I know out in America. I also just want to experience America because I have such a weird perception of what America is. Explain contracts? Yeah, I got you. Well, it depends whether you're trading micros or minis, right? You have micros, which is basically, think of it this way. The easiest way to think of it is one micro contract is like a 0.1 lot. Micro equals 0.1 lot. Mini is basically equal to a 1 lot on gold. And then if you wanted to trade like, you can't trade like 1.2 lots. You can't like decimalize contracts, but you could do 12 micros, right? Which would be like 1.2 minis, essentially the equivalent, right? Yeah, and 10 micros is 1 mini. That's literally it. Super simple to think about. It's not that tough. What's good, Calm? How's your week been, brother? Chat, this is like a very strange price action here. It seems to me as if we really do want to come and grab a lot more liquidity from down below. 5 minute now flipped. Chat, what did I say about choppy ass week for NQ and gold? Yeah, that's true. What did I say though? That's exactly what I said about like not trusting that 30-minute flip. You'd be a bit worried right now, right? If this 5-minute flipped on you. You're just playing how you mark your levels? Yeah, give me 1 sec. 15 closing here, chat, in 30 seconds. I'll explain after this. Whoa. All right, chat, wait, let's focus here. Because if you do close above, that's a different story, right? That's a good confirmation for us. Okay. Kind of want to place my stops below the previous lows. Just want to test what contract size I need. So I can do like a 4, right? Did you close above? Oh, you did, right? Interesting. 15-minute closed above, top wick first. This might just run without us, to be fair. This might just run without us, but it's so choppy. Like, I just did not trust it at all. I did not trust this shit at all. That's unfortunate. If it came down bottom wick first, then maybe, right? But I just still didn't trust this. 15, that's a good closure though. If you're in these buys, it's probably going to run here. I just don't know why it hasn't popped already. Like, I would have thought now that the 30-minute flipped here, especially after grabbing all this liquidity, you should just be running right now. But it's just like slowly taking its time, you know? However, chat, if we close here on the 1 hour, there's no real reason for us not to continue up, right? Every time you close here on the 1 hour, the minimum you've tapped into here is 33, 36. Did that 5-minute just flip? Yeah, it did. 15-minute flipped here. This is weird price action, bro. Look at these wicks, though. This is like a little bit sketchy. Wick rejection, wick rejection, wick rejection, another wick rejection here. Derek, yes. How do I mark my levels? Good question. I have a very detailed video on this on my YouTube, but essentially the way that I do it is based off of previous price action. I'm looking at rejection areas, so you can see, like, for example, we have a rejection area here and here, as well as on the upside we have like this level, and this level. So I'm looking at areas where price is rejecting over and over and over, and then I simply find, see, look, it does it again here, as well as rejecting here as well. So then I find like the most suitable place for them all to go. For example, you know, encapsulating all of these rejection areas. And then I essentially put my levels on the body of a candle. So like the body of a 1 hour candle, place it there. And then the telltale sign for it to be legit or not is what happens after you close above the level. So after you close above this level, what do? You actually just continue all the way up every time, or you continue all the way back down after you hit the top. Here as well, you continued all the way up. So essentially I'm looking for rejection areas, and then after the rejection area, it has to be completely clean traffic to one direction. And that's when I get my levels. There you go, chat. There's that pop I was on about. Congrats if you took this shit, by the way. I personally just didn't trust it. Thank you for explaining. No problem. Guess you made 4 pips. Entry at the 30 flip. Current 15 open with no bottom wick. Getting the fuck out. 2 pip warrior is growing. Bro's gone from the 2 pip warrior to the 4 pip warrior. Insane. You've prestiged. That's a W though. Yeah, this was not ideal for me, chat. I mean, it was a good setup, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't understand why it wasn't going immediately. You know what I mean? It should have just ripped when it wanted to. Get out and it pops, of course. Every time, bro. Every single time. Chat, we have an hourly close here, though, in 10 minutes. I'm thinking we can get something here off this hourly close. But again, look at the rejection you're making here. So strange, man. It's like, it's just choppy. It's weird, man. I sent you on Discord analysis. Yeah. Yeah. That's a W, bro. Congrats. That's the same setup I would have taken, right? But again, I just didn't trust it. Took some nice pips in this trade. Congrats. How far did it run? 30 pips. Nice. Slowly getting closer to being funded. Congrats. Age of lows and highs taken by now already. The fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, 5-minute bullish closure here, chat. Bottom wick first as well. I think I'm gonna have to wait for the 1 hour. Personally, though, I think the 1 hour is gonna have to be the move here. Chat, it's so funny. You know that Lily Phillips video I posted the other day? Like the AI one? Everyone in the comments going, this is clearly AI, like what the fuck? It's like, bro, yeah, obviously. That's the whole point of the video. like everyone in the comments thinks like, gotcha, this is AI. It's like, yes, bro. What? People think they're so, like, these internet detectives, you know? So funny, man. I was about to sneeze. Danny, you got this though, bro. Take it slow and steady, man. Like, especially with Forex props. Chat, I added another whole module to my mentorship course yesterday, by the way. Like, I literally added another whole module last night, purely just based on how to trade futures, how to get funded on futures, how to take a payout with futures, all that type of shit, because I think it's a really big cheat code. I can't lie. Like, if you do want to get funded quickly, futures is 100% the way. The difference comes on the payout, right? That's different. But look at this. We're coming back down to that 30 flip right now. You've rejected very heavily here. We might want to just retest this level before continuing back up. I want to see what the 1 hour does. Imagine the 1 hour wants to close bearish. In the past, I'm just trying to think what we've done in the past here, right? I think every time in the past that you've ran up here, you actually push up, then you tap. This is also a decent level here at 29 on the 1 hour. Let's actually leave this here. Yeah, see, the 1 hour just flipped. A lot of the times you push up, you come back down, you retrace into like 30, at least 33.21 minimum, and then you rip up. So that's why I didn't take the bias, because I was expecting the same thing to happen here. It still might. See, we did it again here. This 5 minute still could flip, imagine. But now the 30 minutes flipped here, 15 minute flipped as well. Looks like a strong rejection there. This almost looks like a liquidity grab for us to come back down now. Which Forex allowed for more allocation for accounts? I mean, technically, you could just like copy trade a load of different props, all right? But the problem with Forex, the problem is you pay before you're funded. Futures is such a good model because, what's the E-mini gold called on Tradeovate? MGC or GC, that's minis, but you want to trade micros. The problem with the problem with Forex prop firms, sorry, is like you're paying before you get funded, whereas people on futures now know that you can just pay after you get funded, which is like the biggest cheat code in existence. You pay such a small, especially with Apex, right? I mean, Top Step's a little bit more expensive, I think, but you can pay like what, fucking $33 for an account. Literally full margin that shit. And then if you lose, you lose $30. If you win, you're funded, and then you pay a little bit of an activation fee. When you upload in the futures video, I filmed it for my course, right? So it's literally within the paid course on WAP. So essentially all the mentorship students get it. This one is like, I'll show you. So like all the mentorship students get access to this course. Wait. See, it's like a full comprehensive fucking thing. But I actually filmed yesterday this one, like what is futures trading, passing Apex accounts fast, getting a payout with Apex, etc. It's gonna be crazy valuable. Five-minute close bearish here, chat, right? Yeah, bearish closure. FM stream was funny as fuck. Nothing happened when the news came. That was funny. That was the most anticlimactic shit I've seen in a long time. Chat, I still want to see this liquidity grab. Like, I'm pretty adamant that we need to see a liquidity grab. Have a busy ass day today though, I can't lie. How has it been this week? So wait, what's the start of this week? The 15th? No, the 19th. Okay. Where's the 19th? 264. 175. So we're up like 1% basically this week. It's okay. Not bad. Chat, I've been taking these so fucking slow though. It's crazy. Like the Apex accounts, I've been taking them ridiculously slow. Did I just close it? I did. I think I've had 18 trading days already on these accounts. Like, bro. I feel like most people full margin these. Like the no, actually no one full margins the PAs, but I don't know. I feel like just $200 a day. It's not a problem. I mean, I would have already had a payout if I didn't fucking leave those limit orders open by accident. But like, again, doesn't really matter. Reflipping here on the 30-minute and the 1 hour chat. Doesn't fill me with confidence for the buys. It's still bullish market structure here on the 5, on the 15, etc. But if we look on the 30, right? You just had a push upwards, like a consistent push upwards. So chat, when I see something like this, you need to understand market structure still has to be followed, right? It's not going to just do this, right? It's not just going to literally infinitely push up and right. So you need to see like some form of a retracement here before getting into a position, because otherwise what's going to happen is you get into the position, then the retracement happens, and then you're like, shit, I'm in drawdown. You start to panic, you close, and then it continues upwards like this, right? It happens every time. So the reality is you're better off just waiting for that retracement. But yeah, we have an hourly close here in about 2 minutes. How are we going to close here? I feel like we might just close bearish. This 5 minute keeps like flipping, reflipping. I'd be interested to see if you want to come out and like take these lows. Bro, that futures, that FOMC stream would have been sick if it just pumped straight up. Gold is also playing GeoGuessr because the volume died. Yeah, bro, this is difficult. Chat, make sure you drop a like on the stream though if you haven't already. There you go, chat. What was I talking about? Last minute as well. Gold always pushes in the last minute of the candle. How do we react here though? You're coming in to retest these lows as well. This is the question on everybody's mind. How are we going to react? Are we going to continue to make bullish structure? If the 5 minute closes bullish here, you're good to continue up, right? But you've only got a minute left. $15-minute and 30-minute all flipped. Looks to me as if we're good to be able to get our liquidity grab here and our tap into 21. Like if you look at the 30-minute right now, this looks clean to come back down. Obviously, that doesn't mean I'm taking sales to come and like, you know, tap into the level because I'm still bullish. What it does mean is though, I need to wait for a tap into this area here. Once we get that tap, that's when we're going to look to see the rejection, right? And again, it's not like an immediate, okay, tap into 21, buy. Like, it's not like that. I'm going to need to see like just at least a rejection off the level. Like some confluence is going to tell me, okay, cool, we're going to reject upwards. Because otherwise, you might just want to come, you might even want to come down to like 33.05, come and get these highs here. But as you can see, the 1 hour and 30-minute close bearish here. Top wick first, kind of. You also, oh, you have no bottom wick on the 5-minute candle. That's crazy. This is good though. We've got some volume in here, chat. This is nice. I think honestly we're in the stage right now where a setup is beginning to form. A setup is beginning to form for us. But chat, you can see how both sides of the equation can be right. You know, like those people who took buys on that 30-minute flip. And they made some money, which is great. But also at the same time, I was telling us consistently we need to come down and grab more liquidity. But we ended up doing one first and then the other, right? Which means when traders argue about whether it's a buy or a sell, it can always be both. Some people probably sold this 1 hour flip as well, right? Or the 30-minute flip. And they made money as well. So it's like one of those things where you don't need to be right in trading, because both sides of the coin can be right and both sides can make money at the exact same time. I've had it before with some of my boys, you know. Like I've been in a buy position, someone else has been in a sell. We both end up taking a lot of profit on the trade, right? It happens. Which is a good thing, right? Of course. But look at this chat. 30-minute came down and grabbed some liquidity here. What's good, High Life? You don't need to be right. You just need to be adaptable and build narratives. Big yawn. Yeah, narratives is the one. That's like the #1 trader. What was that? Hot word? No, what are they called? Buzzword. That's it. Every trader chats about narratives. 50 watching. Fire my man some likes. Yeah, chat. Make sure you've liked the video. If you haven't, on the next stream you're getting banned. On the next stream you're getting banned. It's 4 AM and I can't sleep. You know what that means? Full margin of position. I'm joking. Chat, we're coming down and grabbing some liquidity here, though. This is perfect. What did I say, man? Call me the fucking market manipulator. That's what Mark said. Yeah, chat. Question is, where can we get our entry from here? That was a 2-hour close as well, right? Can we see an entry here, chat? I would like to see that tap into 21 and then a bullish 5-minute closure after rejecting it. I think that's pretty much what I want to see right here. Essentially like a sky dweller play on the lower time frame right now. In Apex, how much do you pay before getting funded? You pay like, depending on the sale, right? If they've got the 80% off sale, then you pay $33. Oh. Yo, my bad, chat. You pay $33 before you get funded to take the challenge, and then you pay $130 after you pass as like an evaluation fee. So your initial exposure is only like $30, but your total exposure after you pass is like 160 or some shit. It's fucking cheap. Compared to FX firms, it's crazy. Starting to reject here as well. First 5 minutes of the candle came down and did this as well. Strong rejection. This is interesting, chat. I think we're printing a nice little setup here in the next sort of like, I don't know how long, 10, 15 minutes. So stay focused and stay locked in. I think we're gonna get a position here shortly. I just need to figure out how we can get the entry on it. Because I can't take a flip here, right? I can't take a flip of this candle because the previous one closed bearish. So for all we know, that could just be a wick to come up, grab liquidity and push down. Five-minute just closed below structure as well. I mean, what I would really like is like a 30 bullish close right now. But I don't think, I think if we wait for that, it's already going to be gone by the time we get it. Just a little bit further would have been great for this liquidity grab. Like, I mean, it's not even really a little bit. It's like 30 pips, right? 40 pips more. I mean, what would have potentially been in there? But it is what it is, chat. Let's just see what our next entry is. Also, you can never predict the bottom, right? Like, everyone says, oh, you could have got the wick entry from X amount. Bro, you're never going to get that. You're never... I mean, sometimes you do with luck, right? But it's really easy to say in hindsight, oh, you should have just bought here, right? But it's like, bro, what's the odds that you actually... Even if you predict exactly where the area is, the likelihood is by the time you get filled, it's going to be like here. You know? You'd have to get the perfect textbook fill. What contract size can I use here? This is still how I'm figuring out my contract size. Basically 4, I think. Let's just go with 4. Ah, see, look, chat, 5-minute reflipped here. See what I said? See what I said about taking an entry on the flip? 5-minute reflips. Looks like we need to come down, grab some more liquidity. See, chat, there's a method to my madness, man. You know, when I say stuff, a lot of people think I'm just being super cautious, which again, I pretty much am, right? But there's always a reason behind it. What did I say? I can't take an entry. Chat, rewind it literally 2 minutes. Not even that. I literally said I cannot take the flip because we could just come up, make a small top wick, and then reflip down to grab more liquidity. And what did we do? We came up, 5-minute broke that high, made a small top wick, and then came down to break the fucking lows again. There's literally a reason behind every single decision I make in the markets. And if you don't see that, you need to get to see that, because every single decision that you make should be based off of some logical reasoning, right? We're not just using intuition here. I mean, intuition does play a factor, I can't lie, but it can't just be intuition. There has to be logical reasoning behind your decision, sorry. Sometimes I come on here and I'm just like, literally fucking, I feel like I'm making stuff happen on the charts when I say it. Sometimes it's the opposite, right? Sometimes I think it's doing the complete opposite of what you think. But like, sometimes it does exactly what you think it's going to do. 5-minute closing here shortly though. You have reflip bullish. Should we take a stab at it? We're not worthy? No, I appreciate it. I didn't say that to be cocky, by the way. It's just like, I don't know. What's good though, Gareth? How you doing, brother? Yeah, man. It's not really a strong 5-minute closure, is it? If it closed like a little bit more bullish, we could take a look. It's not bad actually, but it's not like, it's not super strong to the point where I'm like, wow, this is gonna rip up, you know? All good, mate. Been an insightful week on your streams, loving it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, I'm glad it's helping out. The power of probability helps in your forecast. Yeah, of course. It's all probability. All of it is probability. Yeah, 5-minute flip, look. Interesting. I'm going to give it like at least another 20 minutes, I think, because I think there's a lot of potential here right now. I genuinely think there's a lot of opportunity, especially if we don't break these highs and we come back down here and tap into 21. Especially at that point. I think that could be like a nice little continuation upwards. This 2-hour candle looks really nice. But I really want to see like a really textbook, clean, perfect setup first. Because at the minute, it's only that 2-hour that looks good. The 1 hour, 30-minute looks really bad, to be honest, for buyers. 5-minute also doesn't look the best. As I say that, it switches. 15-minute closure here in 4 minutes. What you could look for as well is if this 15-minute comes up and closes above here, that wouldn't be bad for the buyers as well. You could take something like this, right? You could essentially have, when you get that confirmation of like a breaking structure to the upside, it's not a breaking structure, sorry, a continuation of the bullish structure. You can, we can essentially look for something like that, right? Stop below that low. It wouldn't be too bad. But again, it's just waiting for that to print. This is like time, this is textbook time, chat, to sit on your hands. Like, we know, or we know what we think we want to happen, right? But nothing is printed yet to tell you that. And you can get, if you have a really, one of the other really important things as well to notice, chat, with your trading is when you have like a very strong conviction on the direction of a trade. So when you're when you have a very, very high conviction that, for example, this is going to push up right now, what a lot of you get is called confirmation bias, okay? And what that means is you start to see things in the chart that align with your bias, and you ignore and neglect the things that are actually going against it. So, you know, you start to see, okay, this is a liquidity grab, great, but you ignore the fact that the 1 hour closed bearish, the 30-minute is, the 5-minute broke structure, you ignore all of that because you're so convinced this wants to push upwards. And then what happens is you jump in a trade, you get stopped out, it goes down, and then afterwards, you don't have the bias anymore, and you can see with clarity, oh my God, I was actually completely wrong. There was all these factors that were telling me this, that it was going to push down, but I just ignored it. And that's a serious, serious killer for traders is confirmation bias. So make sure that you're working solely off of data points and not off of just your bias alone. What's the E-mini for gold called? I forgot. GC or MGC? That is why you need some Jong powers in order to analyze the charts. Bro, what? Chat, make sure you drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already, by the way. Right. 15-minute closing here, 30 seconds. How are we going to close here? Not bad, to be honest. You have grabbed a serious amount of liquidity here. That's a weird closure, I can't lie. It's a very, very strange closure for me. It's a really weird closure. Also, I know you see the big bottom wick as well, but you also have to think about it in candle structure as well. So what actually really helped me recently, because a lot of times, right, you'll see this 15-minute now close with a huge bottom wick, and that's great. But what it also could be is you might have just been coincidentally making the high, the lower high, as the candle closed. So what can sometimes happen as well, if you don't look at the lower time frame, is like now you've broken this structure, Yeah, the 15 looks great. It closed with a wick. But what if this is just the high to then continue down like this? That's why you need to zoom into the lower time frame, get the data based off of that, because essentially, yeah, the wick looks good, but look what's happening right now. You can pretty much easily fill this wick down here. So it just gives you that next layer of detail, right? But this guy, fucking Eugene, just ignored me and then sent me an Instagram reel. I'm gonna beat him up. Next time he comes in chat, I'm gonna beat him up, I swear. I'm gonna jump through the screen, slap him up. What's good, Bedge? How's it going, brother? Chat, 70 of you in here right now, much appreciation, but listen, drop a like. Let's try and get to 50 likes. How about this, chat? If we get to 50 likes on the stream, I'll give away an Apex account right now, live on stream, to someone in chat. How about that? That changed my game also, SG. Are you zoom in this week already 3% up? Nice. You won't, you're scared? Well, we have to get to 50 likes first. The moment you get us to 50 likes, I'll give away an Apex account. I have like a shitload of Apex accounts ready to give away to you guys. But you guys won't like the stream, man. Just saying. Just saying. Only taking one trade this week. Was it a win, Jed? Or was it an L? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was a win, right? You're like 1.5% up. That's good discipline though, Jed. Remember when you first joined and you were taking like 1 million trades every day? So that's massive progress already. Steady. First week was like 36. It's 36 trades is crazy. How many likes are we on? 50 is like 50 might be a strong target actually. There's only like 60 people in here. We're on 28 though. It's not bad. Let's see. We'll give it towards the end, till the end of the stream, right? I'll give you a target until the end of the stream. Chat, we really need to grow these live streams up again, man. Like coming off the back of this shadow ban, it killed the channel. I can't lie. Like we had not killed the channel, but it killed our growth. We had like 260 at some point, consistently 250 viewers on stream, and then I got shadow banned like crazy for playing copyright music, and they just really restricted the stream. But we move. Important thing is, now I'm partnered with Apex, so I can give away a shitload of accounts. Oh, God, still here, bro, don't worry. I see that, Jar, don't worry. It's actually good, to be honest, because I don't need like a shitload of randoms in the chat. That's why I'm not like, I would never be stressed about the numbers. But the point is, like, you see people with like 3K stream watchers, and it's great, but a lot of them are just fucking idiots that are here for either giveaways or like just to troll. Whereas here we have like fucking pretty decent people. How many people do you think Signal bought you? Yeah, probably quite a lot, bro. You know what's funny though? Every time we get into a trade, there is like a massive spike in viewers. Like every single time I get into a trade. That's why I think we don't have as many sometimes, because it's like I'm a very disciplined trader, you know. Most of these guys online, they're trading props and they don't care about the props, so they just literally go, okay, cool, let me take a trade, let me take a trade, let me take a trade, and yeah, it ends up getting to the point where like, I don't know. I think people, the most viewers we ever have, chat, honestly, this is how you can tell I don't care about the viewers and I actually trade. If I wanted to get like crazy viewers, you know what I'd do every single day? I'd come on stream and I'd find an entry where I'm gonna get a shitload of drawdown, but I'd have valid stops and I'd sit here in drawdown, right, for like hours. Because when we have drawdown streams, we literally used to get like crazy spikes, and I'd sit there and then eventually I'd just close the trade in BE or in profit and be like, yeah, sick. But obviously for me, trading is always going to come first, right? Viewers are great and I really like massively appreciate you guys pulling up to the stream. It means a lot, and you guys are learning a lot every single day. The best thing I see out here is literally like exactly like Jed just said, bro. Like, he joined the stream, he was taking a shitload of fucking trades. Within a couple of weeks now, he's taking 1 trade in a week. That discipline that he's built over the past X amount of time is crazy. And all of that is just by joining a free stream. You know? Same thing happens to all of you guys. If you turn up and actually engage, ask questions, you're going to get a shitload of value. And obviously the end goal is to have people taking payouts. Like D, bro. D joined the stream for the crypto stuff, stayed on. Caught a fat payout. Or is funded now and about to catch a fat payout. So purely by watching the streams and turning up for free, you can literally get like the most insane value. It's like short-term dopamine versus long-term results, right? If you turn up to this stream every single day, bro, we have a shitload of fun as well. But more importantly, guys are actually learning to trade, right? If you turn up to Patrick Whelan's stream or someone like that, or Raja, he's not teaching you to trade, bro. They're just chatting shit with the chat, or they're gambling news, or they're doing whatever. But no one's coming profitable off of that. They're just trying to sell their course and everything. But here, you actually learn, man. I don't know. I think it's super valuable. DK, all right, take it easy, SG. You're going to chill till NY? All right, bro, in a bit. But chat, look at this. We're re-breaking this low here. Oh, this is clean. This is nice. Wait, let me put it actually in text so that the new people joining. There you go. 50 likes and I'll give away a free Apex account. Chat, this 5-minute flips as well. If this does not deserve a like, I don't know what does. Hey, W Mark, I appreciate it. Means a lot, my friend. I believe your trading is a reflection of your own life. If you're already disciplined and have a good control of your emotions, it'll be 10 times easier. Yeah, well, bro, that's why I always say that people who go to the gym or train regularly with sports, they are better traders. And I will stand by that. Every person who goes to the gym that trades is more likely to be a profitable trader because they've already got discipline in their own life. For example, you know, if you're following a strict diet, if you're following a workout routine, even if it's like running or doing marathons or anything like that, right? No matter what it is, the more disciplined your home life is, the more likely you are to become a profitable trader. And I stand by that every single day. Crazy to think that without seeing your TikToks about meme coins, I wouldn't have started. Yeah, insane. Insane, right? That was a crazy era. In a buy here. Oh. 33.25. Bro, always gets the most sniper entries. I'm looking for buys too, but I need an entry. I need a setup, right? I have nothing here. Where stops chat? Jed's about to copy that shit ASAP. Jed's like, say less. Let me jump right in. What's your opinion about FTMO? I think they're obviously one of the OGs, right? I think they're pretty respectable. I fucked up. I only have $500 left until I lose the account, but my orders are getting rejected. Did I already lose it? I think you get an email if you lose it, right? I can't remember. Or maybe not. I would... Yeah, potentially your lot size is too high as well. Or your contract size is too high, right? Are you trading the micros or the minis? Go and trade the micros for a bit. 33.19 is a really good stop loss for that. Below these lows, right? To the left. I think that's fair. I want to see it, chat. I want to see if we can grab an entry lower down here. I do think there's a lot of potential right now. You know what I'd love, actually? Because look, chat, I'm a bit concerned also. If we get in a position here, you have come down to like 33.12 before. It's possible that we come down, and again here as well. Before pushing up, you came to 33.14, 33.12, 33.11. This one was, oh no, you actually ripped down. Forget that. Where else, chat? I mean, yeah, 33.20 in the past, but also 33.12 here. So I want to try and get an entry where I can include those lows in the stop loss, right? If I was to take a buy right now and I wanted to include 33.12, my stops are going to be huge, right? They're going to be like, what? 150 pips around that area. Whereas if I can get somewhere like this, maybe, you know, 100 pips is not as bad. Chat, 30-minute closing here in about 3 minutes though. There's a lot of potential here. I think buys are valid as well, to be honest. I don't see a reason why after closing above here, like, have we done it in the past? Every single time you've closed above here in the past, chat, you have tapped into 33.45. Every single time. Has there been one time where we haven't? Yeah, this time here. This looks like a clear fake out to me though. It also quite easily could have been news, right? But every time you close above, micros are way too high. I calculate my sizes, then I put my risk. Is like double or triple the size. I use one lot of micros. I think you're using the minis by accident, bro. Make sure you're trading MGC, not GC. All right. Pushing down here, chat. Let's see how this 30-minute close is. If you get no bottom wick at the level, that'd be textbook. MGC. Yeah, that's the right one. She be melting? She is indeed melting, yeah. One of the cells missed my entry, sadly, though. All good, Mr. Bedge. It wasn't your entry. If you missed an entry, right, it's not your entry, right? Exactly. 1 hour still no top wick. 2 hour looks good. Most easy way to get funded: buy 2 Apex accounts with 1 go long, 2nd short till full margin. Problem is the trading drawdown gets you with that. I was trading with Huss and we tried it. The trailing drawdown gets you. But yeah, like the best thing to do is just honestly take the way that I passed my Apex accounts is I scalped the 1 minute. I literally was just on the 1 minute scalping market structure with really high volume. I also used a VWAP as well, like a 1 minute VWAP. Oh no, EMA was it? I think it was EMA. Either way. It worked really well on Tradeovate. I got funded super fucking quick. I was actually just trading Sky Dwellers on the 1 minute. Like literally just trading, you know, the same entry model, chat, that I've been teaching you this entire time, that is like potentially my best entry model. That one. I was just trading that on the 1 minute over and over. I was thinking also recently, I haven't been taking many trend plays as well at the minute. I don't know why that is. 1 minute view up. 30-minute closed. Is that no bottom wick? No. It does have a bottom wick, actually. Can we come down and make a bottom wick first? Need a bottom wick here, personally. 30-minute close, like strong bearish here, though, chat. So it gets less and less like a liquidity grab. Maybe you should continue, brother. No, bro. I could not trade the PA accounts like that, right? Like, bro, chat. I bought 20. Like, complete transparency. I bought 20 Apex accounts. and I passed 10 of them, right? It was like a 50% win rate. But if I trade the PAs like that, I guarantee it would not be good for my emotions. Like, bro, it's essentially, it would just make no sense. You know, I know my strategy is profitable long term. If I'm trying to pass something in a day, I need to adapt my strategy a little bit, yeah. But if I'm trying to get a payout, I'm not trying to get a payout in one day, right? I need to literally just do exactly what I'm doing, which is consistently print money using the strategy, right? The strategy I'm teaching you guys over and over is very, very profitable. I'm joking, bro. I know. 1 minute's not necessarily gambling, but yeah, it's like definitely lower confirmation, like less strong of a confirmation. But yeah, chat, like, again, it's all about knowing what stage of the game you're at and knowing like what the best play is. So like, if you are just, if you can afford one funding account, right? If you can only afford one prop firm account, one prop firm evaluation, yeah, take your time with it, of course. But if you're in a situation where you can afford 5, 10 Apex accounts, right? You shouldn't be taking more than fucking 20, 30 minutes to pass that account, right? It should either be there or gone, because there's no point. It's a waste of time and money sitting there spending like 2 months for an Apex account when realistically they're so cheap. You pay after you're funded. And there's nothing wrong with just like being a little bit more aggressive. I'm not saying gamble them or like full margin, but find a setup, maybe drop to the 1 or 5 minute and just be a little bit more aggressive, because you understand that all it is a return on investment. It's basically risk to reward in terms of funded accounts. If you buy 5 Apex accounts and you pass 2 of them, you've ended up spending $500, but your minimum payout after you get one payout is going to be like 1K. So you've already made 2 to 1 risk to reward on your investment. So simple, right? It's a lot of people get too emotionally attached to the funded accounts, where they treat it as if it's their own live account. Whereas, you know, when you're not funded, when it's an evaluation, it's not your own live account. It's just a tool to get you to potentially a payout, right? But you can't get too attached to it. That's when people get like super scared of taking positions. That's when people get super scared of taking losses, and that's when you eventually blow the account, when your whole identity is attached to one account. Do you know when Apex has another 90% sale? I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. I did ask my guy at Apex, but he said they don't even know themselves. It comes from like basically the CEO or like top management, and they get told like 2 or 3 days in advance. So I think I'll know like 2 or 3 times in advance, 2 or 3 days in advance when the next one is. So I will let you know if I know, but I don't know, like, you know, I wish I had a calendar of when it came. What I can tell you though is next 90% sale, I think I'm gonna scale up. Do you have any problems with Apex? Bro, I've never got a payout from Apex. I literally started trading Apex like a month ago. Like I know many traders that have been paid out with them, but because I started trading them like 3-4 weeks ago, actually not even a month ago, yeah, like 3 weeks ago, from getting them to being funded. Yeah, like I don't know. I know the payout rules are a lot stricter though. That is true. Be now, good stuff, Shah. A lot of people said they have problems with them. I feel like a lot of people break the rules, right? And then they don't get paid out. I think it happens a lot, to be honest. Because they have very strict rules. 5 minute no top wick. Chat, we're making bearish structure on the 5 minute as well. Secured off that no top wick, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, chat. I'm not liking this, man. Like, a liquidity grab should be a tap into a level and a rejection like this. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but on the 5 minute, look, this is now quite clearly lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now what are we doing here? Coming down to get another lower high. I'm not taking sells today, chat. Like, I do not want to take sells. So, whoa, my whole chart just went across both screens. Yeah, chat, I'm not going to take sells today. So, I think, to be honest, I'm most likely going to call it until later on. I think we need to build some structure, some liquidity below the range, potentially, before we do anything else. Unfortunately, no positions today. But remember, chat, it is a Friday. So you don't want to be essentially taking a risky position on a Friday, going into the weekend with a loss, and then you have to sit there the whole weekend thinking, for fuck's sake, why did I lose? Why did I take that trade, man? Why did I take that trade? But yeah, chat, look, let's play the GeoGuessr, and we're going to call it a day a week actually, because we haven't got anything this morning. I mean, maybe I'll trade New York. If something's really clean, I'll trade it later, but this might be it for me for the week, to be honest. It's been a good week so far. I don't see any reason to try and force something. W bro, thank you. See you Monday. All right, Goldie, in a bit, man. Yo, the GeoGuessr is filling up. Is Geo still gay? Just to know how to play? It depends on how well I'm playing. Oh, someone else just joined. Chat, I probably should have announced I was starting it. If I'm playing well, then GeoGuessr is really cool. But if I'm losing, then GeoGuessr is gay. That's just how it works, unfortunately. So you have to just base it off of how I'm playing. This is like... It could be Iceland. Or Denmark or Sweden. I can't play this shit. Download it? Oh, no, my bad. Yeah, we have so many people in here. This is sick. Chat, it was a great stream today, though. By the way, if you are leaving before we play the game, or whilst we play the game, make sure you just drop a like on your way out. Yo, why can't I go down here? Where's Koban? Oh, fuck. Guatemala. Bro, I was in the right continent, but I was still so far away. How's that even work? Svedjev. All these fucking Scandi countries look the exact same. No offense to anyone who's from Scandinavia. They all look the same, bro, and they all speak the same. That is actually a bit far. They don't speak the same, but... Oh, fuck, I was going to put Sweden, and then I changed it last minute. Oh, chat, it's a screamer. Let's turn this up. Yeah, I turned it up for you guys, not me. Alright, chat, I don't know what this is. Middle of Europe? Should we just go for a middle of Europe guess? It could be like New Zealand or America, though. Oh, middle of Europe guess. I'm telling you. Always plays out. Oh, I know this one. We had this one before, no? Isn't it like somewhere here? No, here. I think it's like somewhere here. Yeah, man. Get smoked. I mean, I wasn't that close, but we've had that one before. I was on the wrong part of Hong Kong. Chat, did I just... Oh, I just clutched it with that. Get smoked. Right, GeoGuess is officially no longer gay. GeoGuess is really cool. If you're good at GeoGuessr, you're the cool kids. All right, chat. Congrats, man. Look, great stream today. W's all round. Yeah, man, good discipline. You should be proud of yourselves if you stayed out of this and just stayed disciplined, because it looked very tempting. But again, nothing really printed, to be honest. So, chat, that's it from me. Much love. Appreciate you all very, very much. See you guys on Monday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out. Bye-bye. What? Look at that on the drop as well. Oh, that's just teasers right there. All right, chat. See you all later. Bye-bye, man.